How's it going, YouTube? My name is Blake Yarbrough and welcome back. Today's review is on a brand new sneaker model, one that I'm super stoked to review for you guys. And it's basically a collab within the same family. I'm talking about the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 in pine green. Now this sneaker recently released and has been driving the internet crazy, so I'm super excited to share this one with you. In today's video, we'll be talking about the packaging of the sneaker, the shoe itself, of course, the materials it's made up of, how it differs from the standard Air Jordan 4 that we all love, pricing, the fit, because it may actually be a little bit different for you, and then of course I'll give you my final thoughts on the sneaker and whether you should buy the sneaker now or maybe wait until later. But let's go ahead and jump right into the video with the packaging. Starting off with the packaging, you basically have a standard Air Jordan 4 box, but it's done in a gloss finish, the entire box, and it's in a sail color with a neutral gray Jumpman there on the lid, flight text below that, and then on the front where you would typically have the Jumpman, you've got the Jumpman and Nike SB below it. So crazy to see on a Jordan 4 box. It's subtle, and while it might not seem like a big deal, it really truly is. Inside the box lid, you've got a neutral gray gloss finish as well with the white and cement splatter paint on the paper. Standard Air Jordan 4 box. The label, it reads Air Jordan 4 Retro SP, sail white and pine green. Now these came from Wish here in Atlanta. I didn't hit for retail, but my brother did, so shout out to Max for letting me review these for you guys. So that's the packaging. Honestly, it looks really nice. The box is good quality, but at the end of the day, it's just a box. Let's get on to the shoes. And here we have the Nike SB Air Jordan 4. Now this is one I'm seriously super excited to share this video with you guys because this shoe, originally the Air Jordan 4, released in 1989. This 33 going on 34 years ago. And this is essentially, in my opinion, a brand new model. Like new tooling, they've changed a lot of the details of the sneaker to accommodate skaters and make it a skateboard sneaker. So I'm excited to show you guys the details of this one. First, I'll go through and highlight just the details of this sneaker, and then I'll go back and pinpoint the differences between the standard Air Jordan 4 and this new SB model. So we'll start with the outsole. You've got a white rubber outsole, gum rubber here on the toe as well as on the heel, and then you've got the Nike logo there in red on the midfoot. The air bubble is also done in red on the inside, so another little red detail. Two-tone paint job on the midsole done in white and pine green. Pine green being a popular color from Nike and Jordan brand recently. I've got the Nike Airships over here in white and pine green that I just recently picked up. There's also a Union AJKO 1 Low, which I reviewed just last week here on my channel, and that's white and green as well. Interesting that they're doing so many green sneakers. I'm not mad at it because I think this color scheme looks awesome on Jordans, even though Jordan doesn't like green. Moving just a little further up, you've got a neutral gray suede that wraps around the entire front of the sneaker. And this is a part of the sneaker that will get used and abused by skaters because this area of the sneaker is used for flick tricks, and suede is often a popular material for skate shoes. And then we move on to the upper materials. You've got a sail smooth leather, and one that feels honestly very soft. It's not a tumbled leather, but it is a smooth, soft leather, and it wraps the entire upper of the sneaker as well as on the tongue. And then the last red detail is done here on the tongue. On the back side of the tongue, you've got a green tongue liner. The ankle collar and ankle liner is done in white. The heel tab done in pine green with the white Nike SB. This looks almost like something you would see as a custom Nike SB on the heel tab of a Jordan 4. Looks super cool. Sail on the laces, then you've got sail wings, and then around the eyelets you've got that pine green. I just think the color scheme is so awesome. It's done in like the military blue Jordan 4 color blocking. That's one of my favorite Jordan 4s. I don't know about you guys. Now let's talk about some of the differences between this one and the standard Air Jordan 4, and we'll go back to the outsole to start. You've got gum rubber here on the toe as well as on the heel. Now this is supposed to be for more grip on a skateboard. Typically you'd see that on a skate shoe. So they also changed the inner works of the midsole. More flex here in the bottom of the shoe for board feel. Like I said earlier, you've got this suede toe cap that wraps all the way around. This is going to get used and abused if they're skated in, and that's because this area of the sneaker is where you flick for like a kick flip or other varial flips. They also changed up the stitching. A more heavy duty stitch has been used on this sneaker because it's a Nike SB. The other thing that they added or changed was the wings. So while the wings look normal, they're actually done in a thin, like very flexible rubber, which is cool because honestly the other ones are pretty uncomfortable. And also the same thing on the heel tabs. So the heel tab's usually like a harder plastic. This one is a very flimsy, thin rubber. Probably gonna be a lot more comfortable. It's probably gonna last a lot longer than the other ones that end up cracking. So those are a few differences, but there is another one, which is the padding. Now the padding around the ankle collar is definitely a little bit more supple. Not too much more padding on the tongue. I think there's a little bit more, but really mainly it's around your heel and your ankle that there is definitely significantly more padding. And also the toe box is a little bit wider, which leads me right into the fit. So let's go ahead and talk about how this shoe fits and what size you should buy. Now when it comes to the standard Air Jordan 4, I typically wear a men's size 11. When I get a new pair, they are always so tight on my foot. The laces come lace tight, so I always have to loosen the laces. But even the shoe requires some break-in time. Whereas on this shoe, the deconstructed kind of concept of the sneaker, there's Griffey, the deconstructed concept of the sneaker, and because it's meant to be skated in more comfortable right out of the box, this is one that's going to fit, in my opinion, true to size. I thought with the extra padding around the ankle, it might make them more tight because Air Jordan 4s are already kind of tight, but I think the larger toe box really helps your foot have a little bit of more room to spread out. My brother went true to size on his pair, and he said, and I quote, "This is the most comfortable Air Jordan 4 he's ever put on." We think true to size is the perfect fit for this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's talk about price. Retail price on this sneaker right here was $225, which it's a lot of money. For a retail price to be $225, the shoes got to be really good. And I do think these warrant $225, but the current resale market on this pair right here, size 10.5 on GOAT right now, $398 before fees. We'll call it $400, and my size is 423. Between a size 9 at $332 and a size 12 at $465, there is some significant difference in price depending on size, but I think right now the market is at its lowest for this sneaker. By the time the whole year goes on and everybody continues to talk about this sneaker, much like they did the Amamanier 3 a couple years ago, that sneaker just continuously rose in price. I see the exact same thing happening with this shoe right here. It's a great colorway. Maybe green's not your color though, and so this is a pass until they come out with another colorway that you like better. But if you like this sneaker, if this is like a quote-unquote must-have for you specifically, then I would suggest buying them sooner rather than later if you're able to. And with all that, let's talk about my final thoughts on the sneaker. Overall, guys, I think that this is just an awesome sneaker. I'm gonna put it just barely above the Air Jordan 3 Reimagined for this year as far as my top sneakers of 2023. I know it's super early, but looking down the pipeline, I don't personally see too many sneakers that are going to really grab my attention like these have. This time of year, it's springtime, everything's turning green. Masters is next weekend. I love this color green, so this is one that's really hits hard for me. The Nike SB on the heel tab, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on that. This looks so sick to see. Everybody likes Nike Air on the heel tab. Nike SB just looks insane to me. I think Jordan Brand and Nike should be very proud of. It's a great sneaker. The colorway is awesome. Hopefully we get some more unique and cool colorways, and that they continue to cross the lines between Jordan and Nike and performance. But again, I'll reiterate, I just think it's a great sneaker. Super happy that I was able to share this review with you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button down below. That really goes a long way. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. And with that, we're on to the next sneaker.